mantamu ya onyamedia share nsa eye kolon asori no wo abaye akandifue no se ubegina na afenu waye no kwarefo ama awurade na yetimi asi asori ma asori no memfanse mfienu machi no na akwakodu empempenso bia wo betim de wonsa sibu akase ampa eye mememre so ena yetimi pagya asori ma na ye
enti mesre mo bebre
I'll plead with you.
Let
us be faithful to God.
How can we?
In what ways can we be faithful to God? In what ways?
Through obeying the commandment and the statutes of our Lord God. And no when
we obey God and His statutes, that shows that we are being faithful unto Him.
Unless we be dedicated ourselves through dedication.
I just say the 2 year who at the man already.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
And what do you say at the prison camp? What do you
all of your body. You are sacrificing to God.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
The apostle was be open and willing to receive corrections and guidance from God and other believers. Hallelujah.
Amen. If the person is directing you, or is that we want this work to progress.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
And also, I to me say directing us when we
direct you and you accept your corrections, at the end it glorifies the living.
You also cultivate a close relationship with God through prayer, Bible study, and fellowship with the believers.
Said the Ebellian to Swan Casa, Ubetimi, I the Aji and Pipe Tum, Ubetini at the 4 a sheer abona my day, one soon, Mena Mamusuna Ayason Cobra.
But you will be a crowd of Colossians chapter 1, verse 7. Colossians chapter 1, verse 7.
Colossians chapter 1, verse 7. It says that you learn it from Epaphras, our dear fellow servant, who is a faithful minister of Christ on our behalf.
And when you Paul, now Colossians for
this is the Paul who was speaking to Colossians.
That's Epaphras you'll be now. He
was the one living in Colossae at that time.
On behalf of Apostle Paul. So
he was working even in the absence of Apostle Paul.
He was faithful. And Moka said, when you need a faithful minister, when you also
so he said to him that this man has been very faithful because even in my absence, he has done something great.
Only Simos also Colossae 4:9 and you be only Simos one. Also now
Only Simos also was like you and I.
I think with only Simos, a faithful and beloved brother who is one of you, they will make you know to all things which are happening here.
Only Moses also not what to say me no also why no cry for or no never bet me am good day ya as you have.
If you cannot find a quite fontino or someone dear, obey me at Shrem near Wahina.
He was faithful, and through his faithfulness, he was able to even teach whatever has happened.
One place and cat, some lay and show me a Shranian Korean, yet no quarry for that we should remain, we should rest in the same faithfulness of which God has called us.
My prayer is that at the end of this revival, we will continue to remain in faithfulness. When it happens that way, the Lord is going to bless us. He is going to enlarge our territory. Our labor shall not be in vain.
Not only we want to comfort zone, or what to be he came and faced difficult challenges.
Paul was living in his comfort zone. He had even the authority to harass people. But when God touched him, he also left his comfort zone and he came to this.
Every of sheep from now say,
when he felt Then the Lord said to him that I am the Lord.
Also, what should I do?
So the Lord was teaching him what to do. We all know he passed so many tribulations. Oh, Paul was a man of wealth. He had the power even to harass other people. So when he accepted the call, they were calling him a faithful Paul. What he was doing formerly, he was not able to do it again. He faced every tribulation, every trials. Come again with that prayer.
See.
So he slept on the sea day and night. Written by vipers. Yeah. In all this, he stood. They whipped him, and it came to a point that people, they were thinking that even he is at death. So if you are faithful, unless you die. So it means that this body will be taken away. So we have to be very happy that God has called us and He has counted us worthy. So when it comes like that, it draws us closer to Him. Either you like it or not, oh, death is inevitable. So now that He has called you and you have come closer to Him, then you have the power to ask Him, God, what I want you to, what should I do for you?
So
when you call you, you're still working on your soul. But if you leave this body, He will take the soul. The tribulations and the so all these trials and tribulations, Paul said to himself that I will press on and see what is ahead of me. When he pressed on, let us see what he said. He said that I've fought the good fight. I've held on to the faith. What is left for me is the crown. This is the all Paul was saying. Automatically we will leave this body, but the soul, because we have came close to Him, that we are working with Him hand in hand, because we are faithful. When He speaks, He is going to feed our soul, and He will teach us what to do. We have to be faithful.
Who has called us?
He's faithful God.
So we should rest in His faithfulness.
And I was saying, and when it comes like that, we might be able to build. It is not that we are going to uproot and build.
We are talking about a spiritual building. About physical building as well.
Now, when we bring it into physical building,
into one conclusion,
I want to tell you one thing.
As an officer,
you being a leader or as an officer, when something comes, please don't act at that very moment. Take your time. When it comes to finances, I had a friend.
Secondary school,
he will discourage you. He will try all means to convince you. After, he will go secretly and pay you. So if I follow his instructions, I might not be able to pay. When we are marking the register, he will stand in front of me.
You don't have any chance to come.
Those at the back have no chance to come. Have you failed or you have won? So he will try to convince you that you will not pay. But when it comes that they are marking the register, he will be the first person. By memorizing before giving, you don't receive any blessing in it.
But the only thing I will keep mute. Now,
you have to keep silence and then pray over it, and whatever you have in hand, then you give to God, and by so doing, God is going to. And that will not force you that you have to be drive